Good Friday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I am your meteorologist, Justin Peterson. Let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Friday. Starting off, what's going on throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Nothing is going on right now. But in terms of what's going on throughout the entire U.S., we do in fact have some rainfall in Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, as well as Minnesota and Florida getting in on some of that rainfall. We also do have some rainfall up here in New York. And then as you move out west, we do have some rainfall from Montana to Idaho to Nevada to California, and even the portions of Oregon. Cloud cover for right now. We don't have much cloud cover over the state right now. We really don't. We have some near the coastal areas, but other than that, nothing else really too much to talk about. Even if you go inside of our cloud cover for the future, you can already kind of see it. But just continuing to push this forward, staying a mostly clear day, we will have some clouds from the west actually start to try and make their way into the upstate. And that will actually almost like blow up and bring in a lot of cloud cover. This is like tonight right here. Clouds will immediately start to grow and it will easily take over the entire state as we get into tonight. So just something to look out for. Just as that explosion of cloud cover almost makes it up throughout the entire state. Current temperatures right now 59 in Columbia as well as 60 in Orangeburg, 61 in Somerville as well as 61 in Georgetown, 62 inside of Myrtle's Inland, even 61 in Myrtle Beach, 59 in Conway as well as 61 in North Myrtle Beach. Up here, like inside of the upstate here, from 57 in Gaffney, York, Rock Hill, 58 in Greenville and Spartanburg, as well as 59 in Clemson, 58 in Anderson, even 58 in Greenwood, 60 in Aiken, and if you move down here towards the coastal area, 63 Charleston, 64 Beaufort, and 67 in Hilton Howland. High temperatures for today, around 75 in Greenville, 74 in Spartanburg, as well as 75 in Rock Hill, 77 in Winsboro, as well as 79 in Columbia and Camden, 80 in Orangeburg, as well as 80 in Bournville, 79 in Walterboro and Charleston, as well as 79 in Moncks Corner, 78 in Georgetown, 78 in King Street, 80 in Hilton Island, even 78 in Myrtle Beach, 79 inside of Aiken. Wind for today is going to be almost normal to breezy. You're going to have winds sustained from 7 miles an hour all the way up to around 15, 16 miles per hour, 17 even. So it's going to be a huge jump in terms of those sustained winds. If you even go to those wind gusts will be from 15 miles an hour all the way up to 30. So it's going to be, the closer you are to the coast, the higher wind gusts you'll get. No rainfall really is expected unless you are down there near Hilton Island, where a quarter of an inch to a half an inch is possible, and other areas around it as well. But for the most part, Hilton Island is the only highlighted area with that quarter of an inch to a half an inch right now. But anywhere else along that coastal area has a chance of some rainfall into western Charleston County along those beaches over there. So that's what we're looking like for right now. I honestly was shocked yesterday that they didn't have this, but I guess they finally updated this morning. The crazy score at a 19, slightly breezy, about to turn cloudy, but still clear right now. So nothing else really too much for that. It's going to remain mostly dry, but obviously you just saw some rainfall as possible. SPC outlook, thunderstorms are indeed possible as well. Throughout the coastal and maybe even the inland coastal low country going into the Grand Strand area, where thunderstorms are possible there. No excessive rainfall is expected at this time, and even if you go into the models, you only push this forward, you can see rainfall will continue to move its way through, but for the most part, you're not really seeing too much of that rainfall actually move into the actual low country or the coastal areas. So for the most part, I will say that it looks like that it's gonna stay mostly dry according to this model run. This one right here was a bit different than the one from last night. If I go on and check out total accumulated precipitation, you don't see anything. But if we go to like the 60, for example, you see it's a little bit more inland, but still not too far inland. I probably should go around like right here. Again, just it seems like the closer that we get to last night, the more confident that they were that this would make it inland. But now we're here now, And this model right here is saying that we're not going to receive any sort of precipitation inland, so we'll continue to watch for it, but models are saying that we remain dry. Now, talking about these areas over here, the one over here near Florida, a weak area of low pressure has formed near the central Bahamas along the remnants of a frontal boundary. The system is expected to meander near Florida and the Bahamas for the next several days. Strong upper level winds are expected to prevent significant development. However, the combination of the disturbance with the broader remnant boundary are still expected to produce heavy rainfall across Florida and the Bahamas this weekend. So we have a 10% chance over the next 48 hours and a 10% chance over the next 7 days. Now for disturbance 2, this is the one that I'm watching for. A tropical wave is expected to move off the coast of Africa today. The wave is expected to interact with another disturbance over the eastern tropical Atlantic and then move west after that. Environmental conditions are expected to become conducive for some slow development of the system over the next few days, and a tropical depression could form near or east of the Lesser Antilles by the end of next week. So that's the time frame that we're looking at right now, the end of next week, and when this thing will most likely form for now, but that could change. 40% chance of this thing forming over the next 7 days, 0% over the next 48 hours. And that's all that I have. So, if you have not hit the like button or the subscribe button yet, go ahead and do so. We're at 590 subscribers, trying to get to that main goal of 600. Also, go and hit the like button. It's free. You can change your mind at any time. And also hit the share button. Share it with all of the people that you know. Because we are getting closer to that 600 goal. So the closer that we get there, the faster we'll get to that Q&A. Remember, we have a Q&A that we will have at 600 subscribers. So let's go ahead and get there. I will be back not tonight, tomorrow. I will not be here tonight. So I will be back tomorrow morning with your Saturday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Friday.